Hello and welcome to the Gifford Gymnasium at Wayne Hills High School for today's boys basketball matchup that features the Passaic Valley Hornets and your Wayne Hills Patriots. Alongside Jason Huck, I am Noah Sandler as we bring you this matchup. Hills is going into this game 5-3 and PV is going in at 4-3. Now Jason, who is your key player for today?
My key player for today's game is Ali Mansuroglu. He's got 17 points in his last game and he's averaging 10.4 on the season. He had 8 free throws in the last game, so he goes to the line quite a bit, and I expect him to draw a couple fouls in this game as well.
He's one of the top players on this team that you definitely want to look out for if you're a PV. And now in terms of the last 5 games for Hills, they've won 3 of their last 5, losing a close one to Valley on the 4th at Wayne Valley. Valley will be here on February 3rd, but that was a close game. They really put up a tough effort, but unfortunately they didn't come away with the win against their crosstown rivals. And then their last game they lost 54-40. They won 54-40. So they've been playing pretty great basketball, and we're looking forward to seeing what happens in today's game. Now I had a chance to speak with Jared Mintz on his thoughts on the team and his personal game. This is In the Paint. Welcome to In the Paint. I'm Noah Sandler, and I'm pleased to be joined by senior shooting guard Jared Mintz. So, Jared, how do you think your season has gone so far this year, and what do you guys need to start working on in order to be successful in the future?
So far, season's been good. Tough loss against Valley, but I think that loss is a good loss for us. I think we'll improve greatly from that loss. We'll learn from our mistakes, and the practice has been good since then. We've all been working hard.
Now let's just talk about your personal game for a minute. You're averaging 6 points per game and are leading the team in rebounds at 4.5 per game. And a notable moment for you was in the first game of the season when you hit 3 straight threes towards the end of the third quarter into the fourth to help your team lead to a win, a 56-47 win over Clifton. So how do you feel you've been performing this year, and what do you want to improve on?
Yeah, lately I've been shooting the ball pretty well. Rebounding's been huge for us. And, yeah, Clifton game, I got hot at the right time when we needed me. So, yeah, I hope continue the season shooting the ball well and just keep improving from there.
Well, thanks for joining me. And now let's send it back to the gym where public address announcer Mr. Hittinger will do the player introductions and get this game underway.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Gifford Gymnasium at Wayne Hills High School. For today's Big North Conference matchup between the visiting Passaic Valley Hornets and your Wayne Hills Patriots. Today's contest is being conducted according to the rules of the NCAA. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Verbal, written, or physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion shall not be tolerated, could subject the violator to rejection, and may result in penalties being assessed against your team. It is expected that all spectators will demonstrate good sportsmanship and will do nothing to jeopardize the safety or comfort of the players, coaches, officials, or other spectators. As a reminder, all attendees must follow all COVID-19 protocols regarding face coverings and remain fully masked at all times. Face coverings must cover the nose and mouth. Restrooms for spectators are outside the gym main entrance in the front hallway. No bags, bottles, drinks, food are permitted to be brought in from the outside. Also a reminder that all tobacco products are prohibited on school grounds. Thank you. Enjoy the game. First, let's introduce the starting lineup for the visiting Hornets. Senior forward, number 5, Brian Whitney. Senior forward, number 4, Nehemiah Redden. Senior forward, number 1, Abu Ramadan. Senior forward, number 3, Audrey Colella. And senior guard, number 11, Nick Weaver. And the Hornets are coached by Kevin Toohey, assistant coach Marcus Jimenez. Once again, the PV Hornets. And now for your Wayne Hills Patriots starting lineup. Senior guard, number 2, Jared Mintz. Senior guard, number 23, Andre Vanderknest. Senior forward, number 1, Zach Muller. Senior forward, number 34, Ali Mansuroglu. And senior forward, number 11, Luke Prasadi. And the Patriots are coached by Kevin Grimes, assistant coaches Rob Patoya, Matt Kino, and Kevin Milak. Once again, your Wayne Hills Patriots. The officials for today's game are Andy Wingfield, Bob Burke, and Jake Weiss. Now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
And now, welcome back to Wayne Hills High School, where the Passaic Valley Hornets are playing your Wayne Hills Patriots. Now let's take a quick look at the starting lineup for the Patriots. So starting for the Patriots, we have Jared Mintz, Luke Grissati, Zach Muller, Ali Mansuroglu, and Andre Macarenas. So, Jason, what do you think the keys to this game are for Hills?
Well, they're at a 5-3 record right now, so they're definitely looking to get a win here, boost that record up. So they're really going to have to focus on, that scoring side. They've had a couple of close games that, they've lost in a lot of tough back-and-forth battles. So, scoring inside and making sure that other team doesn't, get too many opportunities is definitely the main thing they're going to have to do today.
And the starting lineup for the Passaic Valley Hornets is Audrey Corella, Abdu Ramdan, Nehemiah Redden, Nick Weaver, and the star of the team, number 5, Brian Whitney. As we're getting set to go here in the Gifford Gymnasium. And out there for the opening tip, we see Zach Muller up against Ryan Whitney. And the opening tip is quickly run by PV, and that's Weaver who gives it back into Ramdan, and the jump ball is already called.
Very quick, you saw Weaver pass that one into Ramdan, and then immediately he charged inside, getting to the paint.
And here to bring this up is Mintz. He passes in to Mansuroglu. Mansuroglu out to Macarenas. Macarenas to slow things down. Passes it into Mansuroglu. Quick shot off the rim, no good. Now here on the rebound is Weaver. Weaver to bring it up. He gives it to Corella. Corella back out to Weaver. And over to Ramdan. And here's Corella. That goes out of bounds on the Patriots PB ball. Now Ramdan passes it in to Whitney. Whitney on it. Quick shot. No good. On the rebound is Jared Mintz. That's out to Macarenas. Macarenas passes it to Crisati. Crisati's double teamed. Finds Mintz. Here's Monteroglu. Quick pass over to Muller. To Crisati. From three, and that's good! To start things off here, 3-0 lead for the Patriots.
Great shot from the corner there by Luke Crisati. Not very easy to do, but he makes that right over the defender.
Here's Corella on it. Ramdan gives it back out to Corella. And that goes out of play. It's a PV ball. Ramdan to pass it in. He gives it into Corella. And now Nick Weaver on it. Back over to Corella. And Corella is going to drive into the basket. Quick pass in. And back out to Corella. And just out of bounds. Good play there by Crisati, but unable to keep it in bounds. PV ball.
Looks like Coach Grimes was a little upset with the referee there. It looks like he was a bit in the way of Luke Crisati as he was chasing after that ball.
Yeah, and it was a little bit of a late call on that play. Now here's Ramdan. He gives it out to Whitney. And Whitney's fouled. That was a foul on Ali Monteroglu. 2 shots for Brian Whitney. Second shot, no good. And that was Muller looking to get the rebound, went out of bounds. It is a PV ball. Ramdan passes it up to Whitney. And with the turnover, here's Crisati. And that is blocked out of play by Whitney. No foul. Patriots ball. Macarenas pass it in to Crisati. To Monteroglu from 3. That's good! 5-point lead here for the Patriots to start things off. And there's Ramdan on the shot and the rebound by Muller. Here's Macarenas. Macarenas out to Monteroglu. Driving in. The floater, no good. Out of bounds. PV ball.
Wayne Hill's pace of play really stepping things up here after those 2 threes from Crisati and Monteroglu.
Here's Whitney on it. He's being double teamed. Now it goes out to Ramdan. And that's a turnover, and here on the ball is Macarenas. He gives it to Jared Mintz. Looks to pass it in. With the shot, no good. Able to get his own rebound. No look pass into Monteroglu. Double team. And his shot is blocked. PV ball. And that ball went out of bounds. And now that is into Nick Weaver. Here's Corella on it. And And now let's take a quick look at our key player for the Passaic Valley Hornets. So our key player for today's game is Brian Whitney, the star of this team, averaging 28 points a game, number 5. So he's one to look out for in this game. Here is Monteroglu. Over to Mintz. Now to Casati from 3. No good. Rebound by PV. Here is Brian Whitney, star player we just talked about. Nick Weaver on it. Quick pass into Whitney. And his shot goes in. 3-point game. Now here's Mintz on it. He gives it over to Macarenas. Macarenas over to Crisati. Now Mintz. Nice ball movement here. Monteroglu thinking about the 3. He's going to take it back for a sec. Pass over to Macarenas. And now here's Crisati on it. Back over to Macarenas. He'll bring it around, gives it to Crisati. Quick pass into Monteroglu from 3. That's good. All 9 points for the Patriots have been 3-pointers. Now subs will be made. Coming into this game is number 21, Sean Lemchek, and number 4, Sam Fitzsimmons for Casati and Jared Mintz. Here's Fitzsimmons to bring it up. Gives it over to Monteroglu. Now Fitzsimmons to slow things down at the logo. From 3. Rebound by Muller. And he gets fouled on that shot. That was a foul on number 11, Nick Weaver. First of the game. 2 shots for Zach Muller. Neither of those shots went in. And there was a violation as his foot went over the line. Automatic ball for the Hornets. And from 3. No good, able to get the rebound there. Shot by Nehemiah Redden. And now here is Monteroglu. Passed out to Muller, now to Lemchek. And now here's Macarenas. He gives it over to Monteroglu. Monteroglu in trouble. He gives it to Fitzsimmons from 3. No good. But the rebound was Monteroglu, unable to get that in. Here is Brian Whitney now. That ball goes out of play. It is a PV ball. Subs will be made. Coming back into this game is Crisati and Mintz for Lemchek and Muller. Macarenas on it. Now bringing it up is Macarenas, and that shot's good. It was almost blocked there, but able to get that in. High pass over the head to Macarenas. And a quick shot. Here is Simmons. Some nice ball movement here. Nice quick shot. First quarter winding down here. This will likely be the last possession of the quarter. Whitney. Off the rim. Double team this to Simmons. And taking a half-court shot there. No good. Jason, what are your thoughts on this game so far?
Well, it started off very fast-paced, especially from PV. After winning that tip, they immediately, rushed that paint. Unfortunately, couldn't get it going for themselves. Wayne Hills did a great job starting off with those 3 3-pointers, 2 from Mensaroglu and 1 from Crisati. Great way to, boost that lead. Like I said earlier, they're really going to have to focus on their offensive game. They're great on defense, but offensively is where they have struggled in the past, and luckily they have been doing much better in this first quarter.
Yeah, and as we said earlier, our key player for PV is Brian Whitney, averaging 28.1 points a game, which is just great. He is the guy who's really leading this team. We haven't seen too much from him so far in this game, but I'm sure he's going to pick it up as this game progresses. I was looking up some of his stats. He's had 30, 40 points in a game, so the defense for this Hills team really has to be looking out for him, maybe even double team him, but he hasn't been causing too much trouble just yet. Both teams coming back out onto the floor. And it's Nick Weaver on it. And now that's passed around. Here's Ramdan. Makarianis on it. From 3, no good. Getting the rebound is Jared Mintz. And that went off the hands of Whitney. And a timeout has been called. That was a timeout called by Coach Grimes.
Pretty quick to call a timeout. Just 33 seconds into this second quarter. No points have been scored. Both teams have started off a bit slow on both sides of the ball.
In their last 5 games of these two teams meeting, PV has won 3 of the last 5, with Hills winning the last 2. Hills recently won 50-40 on the 30th of December, and then the last time they played was last March when Hills won as well. So these two teams usually play twice a year, as I believe they're in the same division. So they get to go against each other pretty often. As here is Fitzsimmons on it. From 3 is Crisati. No good. And Hills ball that went out on number 1, Abdul Ramdan. It'll be Jared Mintz inbound. Gives it into Mensaroglu. Mensaroglu to Makarianis. And that is picked up by Weaver. Quick pass in. And now Mintz able to gain possession, but now that It was kicked by PV. It is a Wayne Hills ball. Subs will be made. Coming into the game is Zach Muller for Ali Monteroglu. Here's Jared Mintz on it. He gives it to Macarenas. Mintz over to Muller. Quick pass into Mintz. That floater's good. Here's Ramdan on it. Gives it over to Redden. Now here is Whitney. Whitney over the Weaver. And there was Macarenas on it, but it went out of bounds. It's a Hills ball. Macarenas to inbound. That goes into Crisati, and now Fitzsimmons on it. Over to Mintz. Now Crisati. His shot no good. Here's Muller. That layup is in.
Muller using that height to his advantage. Took him a few attempts, but he's got that jumping up and down, grabbing that board.
And timeout called by PV. Both teams will talk it over. Yeah, as you said, that height is proving to be crucial for this team in order to get those rebounds. That's really what's going to win you the game. Because if you don't hit that shot the first time, you got to be able to get up there, grab that rebound, and get a quick shot in on that second attempt, which they've really been doing great so far in this game.
Yeah, I mean, their inside game is definitely one of their strong points. Even with the amount of threes they've hit this game, you know, inside when you got players like Mansarogu and Muller, you know, those layups, those post moves are very crucial to their game. And it definitely shows. PV hasn't scored a single point so far in this quarter, while the Patriots have gotten both their baskets from in the paint.
It is a PV ball. Macrianis passes it over, and that's a quick shot. That's blocked by Mintz. Nice job by Jared Mintz using his height to bat that ball down. And now Fitzsimmons over to Mintz. And now to Crisati. Layup no good on the second opportunity was Fitzsimmons. That didn't go in either. And now here is Whitney. Whitney over to Macrianis. And now Fitzsimmons on the ball. Slows things down a little bit. Looking for an open player in white. Quick pass into Muller. And travel's called. Now here is Nick Weaver to take it up. He gives it over to Corella. Now Redden on it. Corella with the shot. No good. On the rebound is Mintz. Hill still with a 10-point lead. Over to Crisati. Back over the Mintz. And now here is Macarenas. Fitzsimmons. Back over to Mintz to Crisati. That's into Fitzsimmons. Quick pass into Muller, and that's good. 12-point game. PV really hasn't been able to get much going at all in this game. And here is Redden on it. He'll take it in. And his floater is good. High pass over to Mintz. And here's Macarenas with the quick shot, and that's good.
Bit off balance there. He had to adjust midair, but he was still able to make that one. Pretty impressive from the team's leading scorer.
Macarenas from 3 off the rim, and a quick rebound there. No good. And Crisati able to maintain possession of that ball. Here is Mintz now in the offensive zone. Now Crisati back over to Mintz. And shot is no good. And a foul is called. That was a foul on number 23, Andre Macarenas, for the Patriots. It is a PV ball. Here's Nick Weaver to bring it up. He gives it over to Whitney. Whitney from 3. No good. On the rebound there was Macarenas. That goes out of play. The Hornets still with possession, and now checking into this game is Joe Serragno for number 11, Nick Weaver. High pass across the court to Corella. Corella will bring it in quickly. His shot is no good. And on the rebound is Mintz. Mintz looks to slow things down. He gives it over to Crisati. Macarenas from 3. In and out. And there is Muller. Great ball movement that we're seeing from this Patriots team. That's one of their specialties. And Muller's fouled on that play. It'll be Mintz to inbound to Macarenas. Macarenas over to Crisati. Macarenas to Mintz. Mintz passes in to Muller, back over to Mintz. Quick pass in, and is fouled. I think that was an offensive foul on, I believe it was Macarenas. Oh, that was on Monteroglu, my apologies. That's his second foul of the game. 14-point game here. Nice, comfortable lead for the Patriots. Here's Redden to bring it in. Redden now back out. He gives it to Macarenas. And now Rondon is fouled. That foul is on Sam Fitzsimmons for the Patriots. On the quick rebound there, shot by Corella, no good, and now another foul's called. That was a foul on number 3, Audrey Corella, non-shooting foul. Gives it over to Crisati. Now Macarenas to Mintz. Into Muller. Here's Mintz. Macarenas thought about a 3. Mintz with a quick pass in. And double team there. That is a turnover. That is passed up to Redden. Here's Whitney. And now from three is Corella. No good. Rebound by Luke Passati. Last 30 seconds of the half. Here's Macrianis to pass it in. On the shot there, no good. Rebound by Muller, and he is fouled. That was foul on number 2, Stavros Macrianis. 9 seconds to go in this half. Close it down, looks to get the last shot up. This shot's no good. Rebound by Corella, and that will do it for the half. Well, Hills with a 23-9 lead. And in just a few moments, I will have an interview with Mr. Hittinger, and then we'll be back for all of second half action and a first half recap. And now I'm joined by Mr. Hiddinger, the public address announcer here for these games. So what are your thoughts on the way this game has gone so far?
Well, I think that Wayne Hills defensively is going to be very happy. Coach Grimes is going to love what they've been able to do. They've been forcing the Hornets deep into the paint, underneath the hoop. They have not been able to get many good shots off. Also, the Hornets have been committing a lot of turnovers. Hills' defense has been swarming. I think Coach Grimes and his staff would love to see some of their boys make some more shots. They have had some really good looks. They had some early threes. I'm really happy with Zach Muller coming up, replacing James Adamo with the injury. Muller is tied for the lead in points. He's got 6, so does Monseroglu. If they continue to swarm the Hornets in defense, they're the better team in transition. They can really spread this thing out to a 20-point, 25-point win.
Well, thanks for joining me. And we'll be back for first half recap and second half action in just a few moments. And now welcome back to the Gifford Gymnasium here at Wayne Hills High School. The Patriots with a 14-point, 23-9 lead over the Passaic Valley Hornets. So, as you heard from Mr. Hiddinger, the stat leaders for the Patriots are Ali Monseroglu and Zach Muller, both with 6. Jason, what have you seen so far?
Well, they've done a great job on offense, as you can see from just Mansarogu and Moeller doing a great job. Mansarogu had those 2 3-pointers early on, really set the tone for the rest of the half, and Moeller has been just absolutely dominant on the inside. He's been grabbing boards, he's been scoring at any means necessary, and he's one of those players that really puts in all that effort into his game, and it's definitely been helping him.
Yeah, now we're getting set to start this second half. If Hills could stay strong defensively, they could really explode in this second half, because this Passaic Valley offense really hasn't had much going on at all. They've had a few nice shots, but really nothing really too impressive so far. I mean, and the Patriots have looked good on offense, getting those rebounds, using their height, and Muller and Mintz down in the paint. It's been really great to see. We've seen a couple of threes. And now Hills is just looking to build on their already impressive lead and maintain this big of a score gap in order to come away with the win. And it is Hills to start with the ball. Ramdan, now over to Redden, and the foul is called. That was a foul on number 11, Luke Grasati. Quick pass in to Whitney. Over to Corella. And now to Weaver. Weaver to bring it in. A nice quick shot. No good. Monteroglu on the rebound. That goes up to Macarenas from 3. Nice rebound by Muller. And a nice quick shot. Love what we're seeing out of him today. Now here's Ramdan. That's over to Weaver. And now here's Corella driving up towards the basket. His shot is no good. Nice rebound there by Redden. And that ball goes out of play. PV ball. Now here's Corella over the Weaver. Now Redden on it. And Corella's fouled on that shot. That's his third of the game by Ali Monteroglu. Nice rebound there by Crasati. Now bringing it up the court is Macarenas. Now here's Fitzsimmons on it. Fitzsimmons over to Mintz, back over to Fitzsimmons. Quick pass in. Muller with a nice shot. Able to get his own rebound. And that's PV on the ball. Now that goes over to Whitney from 3. No good. Wide open there. And now back out to Corella. Corella to Ramdan. Ramdan to slow things down a little bit. He gives it to Weaver. From 3. That shot is good. Ramdan. Believe that's their first 3 of the game. Here's Mintz on it. Now that goes into Scotty. And that goes out of bounds on PV. It is a Patriots ball.
Box! Time is up! Oh, just you! God, please. That's not old.
And that was a foul on Corella. Second of the game. Mintz inbounds it to Macarenas. Macarenas over to Fitzsimmons. From 3. That shot is in. Just increasing on their lead here. 28-12. Now here's Ramdan to drive it in. His shot is no good. He gets his own rebound. Passes it back out to Corella. And that is picked up by Mintz. Nice quick movement here. Coming in is Macarenas. His shot is good. We have an 18-point game here. And the shot from Redden is good. Here's Mintz on it. And subs will be made coming into the game is Macrianis for Aldry Corella. Now here's Rondon. Right on it. Macrianis now driving in. That goes out of play on Muller. Abu Ramdan to inbound it. And now here's Weaver with a nice pass out. From 3 is Macrianis. No good on the rebound is Macarenas. Now here's Luke Casati. Now Fitzsimmons on it to slow things down. He gives it over to Macarenas. And that's a turnover. It was a foul on Macarenas, the second of the game. Here's Whitney to bring it up. That goes over to Redden, and now back to Ramdan. Oh my God! No good. And now nice rebound by Mintz. And here is Macarenas to bring it up. He gives it to Fitzsimmons from 3. And that went off the top of the backboard. Now checking into this game is Nate Cressati, the brother of Luke Cressati, for Jared Mintz.
Deep shot like that from Fitzsimmons. And he was a bit contested. Unfortunately, went a bit too far there. Really hard to make shots like those.
Abu Ramdan on it. He gives it to Macrianis. Now Redden over to Ramdan. And a shot from Weaver, that's no good. And on the rebound is Nate Cressati. Now bringing it up is Macarenas. Is looking for Cressati, poor communication there. He has a nice easy dunk there. Macarenas was kind of looking for a no-look pass on that play to Nate Cressati, but Nate Grasada usually doesn't come into the game too often, so maybe a little bit of a lack of communication on that play. And foul was Brian Whitney. That was on Luke Grasada.
End line, guys, end line.
Rondon passes it in over to Weaver. Now Whitney with the shot. That layup is good. Whitney thought that should have been a shooting foul at first, but the refs disagreed with him. Now we have a 12-point game. Hills up 30-18. Now here's Fitzsimmons. Gives it out to Luke Grasada. That goes out of bounds. PV ball.
PV really stepping things up. A lot more faster plays and a lot better on defense in this third quarter.
Here's Brian Whitney with the shot, and he gets fouled. That was the third foul of Luke Grasada.
Hey, come here.
Coming into the game is Jared Mintz for Luke Grasada.
Listen.
11-point game here, less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Now here's Fitzsimmons on it. Now passed over to Muller. And Muller's fouled on that play. That was a foul on Abu Ramdan. Travel off at Simmons. Here's Nick Weaver on it. And he is fouled by Mintz. Whitney with the shot. Off the rim and the rebound by Mintz. Now Mintz to bring it up. Half-court shot. Off the backboard, no good. So PV definitely played a much better quarter than they did in the second, because in the second quarter they only scored 2 points. They got 10 in this quarter, so definitely picking it up. And Hills is still looking great. Jason, what are your thoughts?
Well, Hills is definitely been kind of losing it a bit, with the passes, a lot of turnovers, a couple foul calls that has led to a few free points on PV's end. So they're definitely going to have to, bring what they had in that first half to the court in the fourth quarter if they're going to want to win this one.
Coming up here on Wayne Hills TV, we are going to have the next game we will be doing live is going to be a girls game next Tuesday, home against Lakeland. And I believe this boys team will be home on Thursday as well. but we won't be doing that game here on WHTV. It'll still be broadcasted through Huddle, and we will be doing one of our broadcasts next week against Lakeland for the girls' game. Now here's Nick Weaver. Quick pass into Whitney. Through the legs, Monteroglu is shot. And Hill's ball. Now here's Mintz to bring it up. Mintz over to Cressati. Now here's Monteroglu to Muller. Oh, and it's fouled. That foul was committed by Stavros Makrianis.
One shot.
Here's Abu Ramdan on it. He gives it to Whitney. Shot's no good. Nice rebound by Mintz. He has a lot of rebounds in this game. As I said earlier, he's leading his team in rebounds. Going into this game, he's averaging 4.5 per game, but I believe he has to have more than that in this game. Him and Muller are really great down in the paint to use their height to get those rebounds and get their second opportunities.
All right, 2. One. That's your heel. Back.
Makrianis on it. He gives it over to Nick Weaver. Whitney to Makrianis. Quick shot in. 12-point game. Makrianis gets a nice ball from him. He gets fouled on that play. That was a foul by Nehemiah Redden. And a timeout is called. Coach Grimes called that timeout. It'll be a 30-second.
The amount of points that PV has scored in that last quarter, I'm sure Coach Grimes is trying to bring together a strategy for this team going into the last 6.5 minutes of the game. Gonna have to step things up on the defensive end, stop players like Whitney, who's been doing a great job in the second half from getting those easy points.
Come on, Trey!
Pass into Mintz. Mintz over to Monteroglu. Quick shot off the rim. Down by PV. Makrianis with a high pass over to Ramdan. Ramdan is fouled on that shot. And now now he will get 2 free throws.
Let's go. One more, here we go.
Now we have a 10-point game, making things a little bit interesting, as Hills has been up by as much as 18. With the turnover, but Monteroglu able to get the ball back. He gives it over to Mintz. Mintz to bring it up. He gives it to Macaran. It's from 3. In and out. Macaran passes it up to Ramdan. And rebound by Mintz. Jump ball called. It is a PV ball. And an offensive foul is called on Crisati. Still plenty of time here for PV, but Hills just has to hold up on their defense. And now here is Whitney. His shot is good. We have an 8-point game. It's getting a little bit closer here. Now Monteroglu on it. He gives it back over to Mintz. A foul on Nick Weaver. Hills ball. Now here's Monteroglu. Shot's no good, and now a rebound by Nehemiah Redden. From 3. Maprianis' shot is no good, and Moeller was fouled. Both teams now in the bonus. That was a foul on Nehemiah Redden again. His 4th of the game.
1-on-1. Here we go.
It's 1-1. First shot in, now he gets a second.
1.
Now Weaver over to Redden. Macrianis on it now. Here's Ramdan. Over to Macrianis. Macrianis' shot, and he is fouled. That was a foul on Ali Monteroglu, his 4th of the game. He's he's in a little bit of foul trouble.
2 shots. One shot.
All right, and his second shot is good. We have an 8-point game here.
Yeah, I mean, going into the second half with a 14-point lead, Hills look to be good for the rest of the game, but they've seen a thinning lead against PV here. They've let up shot after shot. Unfortunately, their defense has been falling apart a little bit. That may be due to the 9 fouls that have been committed in this second half so far. And, overall, PV has just been the better team offensively in this second half. They've let up way too many points, and they really need to step things up defensively in the last 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit tighter here. And let's see what both of these coaches, Coach Chuoe for PV and Coach Grimes for the Patriots. Monterog with an inbound. He gives it to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons gives it over to Macarenas, who's kind of directing traffic, slowing things down a little bit. And foul committed by Macarenas on Monteroglu. That was his third foul of the game. It'll be 1-1.
One.
10-point game. There's Macarenas on it. He gives it to Ramdan. And a nice shot by Abu Ramdan. Game. And here comes Fitzsimmons for the layup. On it. And one. He gets those 2 points and will go to the line.
That's good. Wait, 2. Hit. One shot coming, guys. One. Ready, this one. Here we go.
That was a foul on Mintz. Shot's no good. Out of bounds. It is a Patriots ball with just under 3 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. That is passed up the court. Here is Mintz on it. Now Fitzsimmons over to Macarenas. And a nice shot by Macarenas, one of the star players of his team. From 3, this shot's good. Timeout called by PV. A little bit of a tighter game here.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have definitely been doing a great job offensively. Patriots, once again, falling apart on that defense, especially defense on the inside. A lot of points in the paint for PV. That's been their main go-to move, being able to shorten this lead. Hill's still looking to keep it here.
Down. He gives it to Macarenas. Double team. Able to bring it up nicely. And now that goes over to Muller. Saying that is the Patriots' ball. Refs are talking about it. They changed their minds. It is a Hornets ball now. Macrianis, now Ramdan. Able to maintain possession. Here's Redden. Now Ramdan. And able to get the ball is Crisati. With a minute 40 to go in this fourth quarter, here is Mintz on it. Nice easy pass in to Monteroglu. That's good. On the rebound was Redden. His shot's good. And now Mintz to inbound. He passes it into Macarenas. And foul is Mintz. Foul committed by Brian Whitney.
Still 1-on-1, guys. 1-and-1. That's your deal.
Able to get the rebound was Redden. Here's Weaver, who gives it to Macrianis. Now Ramdan on it. Macrianis quick pass into Weaver. He is fouled and one. What a play there by Nick Weaver, the senior. He's had a great game all day long.
One shot.
And now he's able to make this a 4-point game and make things interesting. Shot's no good. Rebound by Monteroglu. We still have a 5-point game. That goes up to Monteroglu. See what the ref says. Whose ball is it?
Coach, it's your ball underneath.
It's a PV ball. Abdul Ramdan to inbound it. It'll be 2 shots for Stavros Makarianis. But first, the timeout call.
That foul was Ali Mensaroglu's 5th of the game.
2 shots.
He'll be taken out for Sam Fitzsimmons.
One shot.
We have a 3-point game. One on the ball for the quick shot. Here's Nick Weaver. Now we are within 1 with 18.6 seconds. What has happened? Hills had a huge lead earlier on in the game, and now it's diminished to 1.
Passaic Valley's been doing a great job offensively and defensively, getting those steals, forcing those turnovers, and it's turned into those easy baskets for them. Unfortunately, Wade Hill's not as good on the defensive end, and even offensively, they've been struggling. A lot more slower plays, and that's led to a bunch of turnovers in this last quarter.
Yeah, I mean, in the first half, they were just hitting their shots great on defense, and as we got into this third, and especially the fourth quarter, they kind of slowed down their offensive movement, brought in a few subs, kind of slowed down the overall game and not taking as many shots, and that kind of came back to bite them, as now we have a 1-point game. And I do have to say, PV has looked great, looking to make a huge comeback. It is a Hills ball. It'll be Kasadi to inbound. That goes into Makarianis. Makarianis to bring it up the court. And he gets fouled. And he will get 2 shots. But no matter what, we will still have a 1-possession game. Both his shots are in. And now a timeout is called.
Coach Grimes talking things over with his Patriots here. They really got to get a great defensive play in. They got to make sure no threes go in. In fact, no baskets at all. Even if PV goes for the 2 here, they still have a chance at coming back and taking this one.
Yeah, you got to play some tough defense here. 13.6 seconds. That is a ton of time in basketball.
Hey, first horn, guys. First horn.
So we'll see what both these coaches instruct their team to do, as we're within the last 13.6 seconds. Hills with a 44-41 lead over the Passaic Valley Hornets. Inbounding it is Ramdan. Here's Weaver on it. The star of that last play. Bringing it up is Weaver. and Mintz commits the foul. That may have been a smart foul on that play, because now he's got to shoot 2 shots and then get the rebound.
Definitely a smart choice to foul him, make him shoot the 2. However, 8.3 seconds left. PV still has a good chance, especially if he makes this next one.
One shot.
Both of his shots go in, and a timeout taken by Coach Grimes. We're back to a 1-point game with 8.3 seconds on the clock. So now, what do you think Hill should do with the ball here?
I think they try to find that open man. They try to get it as far down court as possible with the ball before being fouled. Try to run out the clock as much as possible. Looks like they'll only get like maybe half a second off the clock before being fouled. But if they can sink both free throws, they're increasing their chances by a lot. PV has made a few three-pointers throughout the game, but it hasn't been their strongest suit. Their strongest point in the game has definitely been their inside scoring. So forcing them to take the 3 would definitely increase their chances of taking this win home.
Both teams breaking the huddle. Let's see what happens here. The Wayne Hills Patriots with a 1-point lead over the Passaic Valley Hornets here at Wayne Hills High School. And it'll be Chris Sadi to inbound, one of the star players of this team. Looking for an open man, gets it down the court to Fitzsimmons, and Fitzsimmons is fouled. That was almost very dangerous with Weaver coming swooping in there. Almost was a turnover.
Yeah, but Fitzsimmons getting the ball all the way down the court, shaves that extra second and a half off the clock. Now only 6.5 seconds left to go.
And it'll be 2 shots for Fitzsimmons. Now, PV needs a 3 on this play.
Three-point game once again. Patriots got to really give it to them on defense here. They got to play the best defense they've played all game. Try to prevent anything from going in. Still 6 seconds left. Even if Passaic Valley hits the 2-pointer or if they are fouled, they still have a chance at this. They got to run out that clock, and they got to be able to prevent a 3-pointer from Passaic Valley.
Yeah, I mean, there still is plenty of time. This isn't like a catch-and-shoot type of situation. They will have to go the full length of the court, but 6.4 seconds should be enough. 3-point game. Let's see what happens here. Deep pass in, and it goes out of bounds. Whitney not happy, and that pass just was a little too deep. Was never even touched, so no time came off the clock. And Coach Grimes called another timeout.
Now the Patriots have the ball on their own side of the court, so it's going to be a bit tougher to run out that clock here without being fouled. Luckily, when they were on the other side of the court, they had the full court to go. They could get that long pass off and choose some time. Now they got to get the ball in and it looks like they're immediately going to be fouled by a PV player.
Yeah, I mean, that should be their intention in order to try to get a rebound and hope for some missed foul shots, but Hills just has to be safe with the ball, don't allow a turnover. Mintz looking for an open player. He finds Macarenas and quickly fouled by Nick Weaver. Macarenas will go to the line and shoot 2.
Very crucial free throws here from Macarenas. If he makes both of these, Passaic Valley might not have a chance at coming back here. Though 5 seconds left. You gotta expect the unexpected here.
And now 2 shots. Alright, now you just can't foul on this 3. Shot no good, rebound. And that will do it here in the Gifford Gymnasium at Wayne Hills High School. Hills just escapes by the slightest bit. PV made a great comeback towards the end, but Hills came out with the 47-43 win.
I mean, both teams did a great job. Offensively, Wayne Hills really had that first half, but PV coming into that second half, able to make that amazing comeback. A lot of back and forth, especially later on in that fourth quarter. But luckily, Wayne Hills did come up on top with that 4-point win.
Well, that about wraps things up here at Wayne Hills High School. Once again, the final score 47-43. For Jason Hook, I am Noah Sandler, and we will see you next time here on Wayne Hills TV.